excited and I was a little bit scared.
People say good men are hard to find. You know, the kind of man that listens, cooks for you, pays attention to details, and still finds a way to love and respect you at the same time. We can all agree that those are the men worth celebrating. On this Father's Day, we celebrate the good men in our lives, men of valor, men of patience, and men of integrity. With gratitude, we say thank you to all our fathers who taught us that nothing teaches patience like a garden. Seriously, if you're looking to become a patient person, try gardening, okay? Okay. Now, to all the men of valor who taught us to give generously, save consistently, and to never spend more money than we have, we say, you're the real MVP. And we couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for sharing your lives with us and for showing us that unshared joy is like an unlit candle. It just sits there encasing all its fragrance in a glass jar. Like mirrors of truth, you set us straight with the truth that the best way to succeed in life is to act on the advice that we give others. Because very often we're eager to proffer detailed solutions to other people's problems. My father says, take your own advice. And remember that the second best way to succeed in life is to control your emotions. Because only the still pool reflects the stars. Without trying at all, you shaped our characters by showing us that courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. And courage is also what it takes to sit and listen. Because great, courageous men listen and speak up for people without voices. On this Father's Day, we put a pause on everything else to remind you that we see you and we thank you because the fragrance of your friendship transcends situations and circumstances, filling our hearts and homes with unspeakable joy. With your hard work and diligence, you've taught us that only few things are impossible with diligence and skill, because great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. And even when we failed, you showed us that the mark of a great father is his compassionate understanding of the fact that mistakes are a part of growing up. On this Father's Day, take a moment and be proud. Be proud of your achievements. Be proud of what you've done in our lives. Take a moment and be proud that your kindness has given us wings to soar and the power to do good. Happy Father's Day.
Being a father entails a lot of responsibility. You can't just have children and just, leave them like that. More like mixed feelings for me. Yeah, but I could say that, I was very excited and I was a little bit scared.
I remember the first time I became a dad. I recall that moment when the baby was brought out and was called into the room. I was just carrying him in my arms. And that moment felt so as holding another creature in my arms that I had the privilege of being a part of. It humbling, so to say. And I did feel very excited. I also felt a rush of responsibility just flow over me. Like now, I'm responsible for another human being. I have to raise him, I have to feed him, I have to teach him. It was an amazing time, man. I mean, that particular moment was just surreal.
I became a dad when I was a student, getting my PhD. I got 2 for 1. I had 3 girls. So there were lots of uncertainties, but also lots of aspiration in terms of how I would nurture these 2 girls. But it was also a time that had a rush of emotions. So it was a mixture of those emotion of responsibility and also the mixture of the emotion about the fun, the engagement, the nurturing that lies ahead.
I became a dad for the first time in June 2011, and I felt really, really, really proud. My son was born, in the early hours of the morning, and when I first saw him, it was it was very, very much light skinned, like, and it reminded me of my late father, and that moment, made me proud. And yeah, yeah, his son looks more like me than it looks more like his mom. So I'll say I was really, really proud.
There's a whole, bunch of responsibility that you need to shoulder from conception till the very day, you depart this earth. And when he had to travel to the UK for his medical training, he held me, in his arms and took a picture. And ever since, I saw that picture, I've always tried to also replicate it with my son. Up till now, I haven't gotten, the exact match when he used to struggle to teach me mathematics. And, there was this one day I told him that I don't like maths, and from nowhere I got a very hard knock. It's got the hard knock of life. Painful as it was, growing up now made me realize that, it was just towards ensuring that he wanted to get the best, out of me. And all of this put together makes me, very fond of him. And I would say that, the fondness is a moving target. It continues to evolve over time, and which is quite interesting.
My dad had this legendary book that had the capacity to reset your brain. If he was teaching you something and he noticed you were a bit distracted, and because of that you're struggling with it, he had the right answer to reset the whole workings of your brain. I mean, you would get it all together. I remember one time he was teaching my cousin and I something in mathematics, but my cousin was really distracted, and I just kept wondering, because I had gotten it, and I kept wondering, this guy doesn't know what's coming. And I knew what was coming. Then Daddy released his legendary knock, and in just a second, what problem that my cousin was struggling to solve, he immediately resolved the whole thing. I remember that very clearly. Daddy was legendary knock.
My father was not growing up. My father wasn't always around because he was working with a federal agency. So my fondest memories are the times that he was at home and we got to go to places. Probably the earliest memory or the most memorable one is when we visited the airports together. I'd never been to the airport, and he actually took me to the plane. We went to the cockpit of the plane. We talked to the pilot, and that's a memory that actually has stuck with me for a long time till now.
Growing up as a young boy, I used to be the only one who would wake up when my father was ready to go to work. He used to leave home very early. He would be all dressed up, ready to go. If he had the 10 a.m. appointment, my dad would be ready to go at 4 a.m. That's how much he kept to time, or stayed ahead of time. So those early mornings, and wake up, see him moving around, dressing up. He taught me how to knot a tie as a young boy. He used to wake up, listen to country music or shortwave radio, for some international news outlets. Those were things that I remember fondly. Became part of me. Whenever I left those mornings, he would give me a few coins that I used to buy candy for myself. So those were really good times.
mean, either consciously or unconsciously, we found ourselves, or let me say, I found myself walking almost in, very similar footsteps that my father, had followed. So I see him in me, and many people who know both of us, very closely would say, would attest to this. So it's almost similar, in terms of our attitudes, behaviors.
Be a little fact that my dad used to talk about us a lot, and he could ask you 10 questions within a minute. Do I do that? Sometimes. So let's say that part of me, maybe I think that part. I see a little bit of that in me as well. I also thought about the kids, so when I hear a noise, I just go there, what's going on here, what's going on here, and all that. So yeah, I'd say in that way, I see a bit of my dad in me.
I see, a manifestation of my father in terms of the zeal, the passion, and also sort of the alertness to things. My father wouldn't sleep until he get things done. He has a little bit of OCD, wanting things to be as perfect as it can be. And I see that in me as well. Of course, sort of a replay of his traits in me, when I'm interacting with my kids as well.
I see my dad in myself in some areas, but probably not as much as some people imagine that maybe you become like him in many areas. I don't think I'm like him in many areas. I think my younger brother is even more like him than I am. A lot of things that I observed him do, as a parent himself, as a man generally. Some things I incorporated unconsciously, and I would say I'm like him in that area.